Hi, I'm Luminous Star. Welcome to the channel. My current subscribers. Mwah! Thank you guys and gals so much for being my stars. And I also want to thank you for supporting me and keeping the Luminous Star channel active. If this is your first time visiting, welcome to the Luminous Star. Please check the description box below for further details to today's video, Narcissist and the Reptilian Brain. Please like and or share today's video. Topics of discussion: the science behind the narcissist's addiction to obtaining attention from others. Second topic, the diabolical tactic of using neuro-linguistic programming and why it's the narcissist's trump card. Next topic, the narcissist's reptilian brain or narcissism. The last and final topic are the tools, references, and resources of which you can find in the description box below. First point, narcissists and cluster B personality types predominantly use a particular area of his or her brain while focused upon obtaining narcissistic supply from others. Some who have this personality disorder might also be addicted to painful emotions, drama, toxicity, dysfunction, chaos, and sabotage. These factors might explain the narcissist's obsession, if not addiction, to obtain attention from others via narcissistic supply. Narcissists and cluster B personalities seem to be obsessed, if not addicted, to people in obtaining supply from them, particularly narcissistic supply. They like to have the attention. Seemingly, negative attention is preferable. I did a couple of videos about the narcissist and or cluster B personality possibly being addicted to painful emotions. Now, this ties right into their having an obsession and addiction to not only keeping their false self-images thriving and surviving, but obtaining narcissistic supply from others. Narcissists and or cluster B personality types often function from the reptile brain, which is the primal drives, which often provides them more attention from others. When the narcissist stimulates their reptilian brain, the targeted prey often responds or reacts with particular emotions that supply the narcissist or cluster B personality. Narcissist's reptilian brain plus the targeted prey's paleo-mammalian brain equals emotional response or reaction. So this is just a snapshot of what happens when the narcissist is engaged with someone else and they're trying to obtain the narcissist's supply and or the attention from him or her. The narcissist's reptilian brain is being stimulated. So when they're engaged with the targeted prey, their emotional brain is being stimulated. And that equals out to the targeted prey more than likely reacting in an emotional way or responding very emotionally. And of course, this means the narcissist is obtaining what they want, which is the attention, which is the narcissistic supply. Primal drives: fight, flight, food, family, and fornication. The paleo-mammalian brain, which is the emotional brain, is another layer wrapped around the reptilian brain. Next point. According to research, those who have narcissistic personality disorder have less developed brain matter that is associated with empathy. Narcissists and those who have a cluster B personality type often show signs of impairments with interpersonal functioning. The narcissist's reptilian brain or narcissism. Next point. By using neuro-linguistic programming as a diabolical tactic to obtain narcissistic supply, the narcissist is able to spellbound others by repeatedly using suggestive words, key phrases, along with a particular tone of voice, while studying perhaps the reptilian systems of others in order to mimic him or her. When the narcissist is successful with this diabolical tactic, most find him or her to be less of a threat at the beginning of relationships. Okay, so especially at the beginning of the relationship, when say love bombing is going on, The narcissist and cluster B personality, they're putting on the charm. They seem to some heaven sent. Okay, so they're basically the narcissist and the cluster B personality. They are masters at copying others. They study other people to mimic him or her, possibly even hijack their identities in order to obtain narcissistic supply. So when they use neuro-linguistic programming, it's very diabolical because what they're doing is they're copying. They're basically copying the other person. So this means that the narcissist and the cluster B personality, they become masters at imitating and copying other people, not just by gestures, but the tone of their voice, the way they may speak, certain key words, certain words, okay, that they use. They're going to come off less threatening to those individuals. It's almost like they're copying and downloading another you. It's like you have an evil twin running around in the narcissist and cluster B personality. It's very diabolical. Let's move forward. The gaslight technique, combined with the use of neuro-linguistic programming, is the narcissist's trump card, which often ensures that particular emotions will be experienced by the targeted prey. The targeted prey is in a suggestive state, while certain pre-programmed triggers are experienced. What are some of the pre-programmed triggers? Traumatic events, unresolved fears, people, places, and things that remind you of traumatic events, adverse effects of abuse, dysfunctional relationships, and unresolved pain. Once these pre-programmed triggers come up for you, it is at that time that the narcissist has influenced you to be in a suggestive state. They can also start to gaslight you at this time because now, in a sense, they have hypnotized you. They have you spellbound. So you're more open to the narcissist and cluster B personality. It's a little bit eerie when you think about it. Tool number 1, practice mindfulness in order to help understand what triggers the primal brain. Nonverbal communication occurs between you and the narcissist in your life more often than you might realize. The primal brain is sensitive to body language rather than verbal language. Narcissists and cluster B personality, they tend to operate or function more from their reptilian brain. So they're absolutely more sensitive to your body language more than what you may actually say. It is not a gender thing. It's not a gender thing because this can be a narcissist who's female. She's more sensitive, or she can pick up your body language more than what you're actually saying, whether you're a male or female. If this is a female narcissist, she's a little bit more sensitive to things like that because she functions from the reptilian brain more so than her emotional brain. Same thing when it comes to a male narcissist. He functions more from his primal brain. So he's more sensitive to the body language rather than the verbal language. And then when you factor in that their predatory natures are usually at work, then this is really why sometimes they have a sixth sense of what you're about to do and or say. It's almost like they're psychic. Discontinue to waste any time, finances, and or energy on attempting to change the narcissist and or cluster B personality. Your life has purpose. Do not waste it on supplying narcissists or cluster B personality types in your personal life. So spend less time with these types of individuals. You're probably going to notice some changes in your own life once you do so. If you have a support base, this is really going to be a game changer because now you have the contrast. The contrast is that you have on one side the narcissist and the cluster B personality who is just being toxic, right? And on the other side, you're able to focus on people who are not like the narcissist, people who don't have a personality disorder, such as the cluster B personality. They're not narcissistic, right? They're probably healthier. They're probably more interested in having positive relationships with you. So there's your contrast. You're able to balance Because again, on one side you have the narcissist, and on the other side you have people who are not like the narcissist. This is exactly why having a support base is a game changer, because it provides you that contrast. If you have the contrast, you're more than likely going to experience more harmony, if not balance, in your life. Next tool. Take time out to spend with yourself by creating a personal sanctuary or place of refuge in order to obtain peace of mind. The chaos, conflict, toxicity, and drama of dysfunctional relationships with narcissists and narcissistic personality types can be emotionally stressful. Choosing to use your support base to express what you have experienced can be a real game changer. I want to wish all of my stars, especially, the very best success with working your support base. Because a narcissist and cluster personality, they don't want you to spend any time with yourself, because this gives you the opportunity to place things into a clearer perspective, because now you're probably going to be critically thinking about what's going on. The narcissist doesn't want that to happen, because once they lose control, they lose supply. Okay, let's take a look at some critical questions. Critical question number 1. Do you often feel emotionally, mentally, or psychologically drained, especially after a heated argument with a narcissist or cluster B personality? Critical question number 2. Is there a contrast between how you feel while in the presence of the narcissist in comparison to when you are away from him or her? Which scenario influences you to feel and think better about yourself? Next critical question. Can you use 5 words to describe the character of the narcissist or cluster B personality in your life based upon actual events that took place between you and that person or those individuals or those persons? References and resources. You can find the references and resources in the description box below. I'm Luminous Star. I want to thank everybody for joining me today or tonight. Wherever you are right now, I wish you the very best. Stay tuned for more vlogs and stay tuned for more videos.